Hi, my name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we're going to be doing some Vinyasa Flow. I hope you're ready. All you need is your mat and yourself and a positive attitude. Before we get started, if you would kindly subscribe, it really supports my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're just going to hop right in. This is a intermediate class. I wouldn't say it's very beginner friendly. It's not very advanced either. So yeah, intermediate. All right, let's get started in child's pose. You can make your way there, knees wide apart, big toes together. And let's keep the knees quite close to each other. So more like hip width distance apart, not too wide. And then let's drop the forehead down on the mat. You can release your elbows down on the mat for now. And just start to tune in to your breath and become aware of the space around you. Noticing if there's any space in your body that is harboring a lot of tension or pain. Noticing if there's any restriction to your breath. And then slowly trying to deepen your breath more and more, breathing in and out of your nose. And as you deepen your breath, start to reach forward through the fingertips and pull your hips back towards your heels, stretching your spine in both directions. I love starting in child's pose because it creates this sensation of being grounded and rooting down to the earth, taking a moment to connect with yourself before we begin to move. Let's take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, let's slowly start to ripple forward into high cobra. So rounding your spine as you lift your hips off your heels, and then shifting the weight forward, dropping the hips, peeling the chest open, keeping a bend in your elbows. On your exhale, chin into chest, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's come all the way back to child's pose. And again, at your own pace, breathing in, ripple forward, high cobra. And then breathing out, chin into chest, pushing out of the mat with your hands, all the way back to child's pose. 3 more, inhale. And exhale, child's pose. Last 2 at your own pace. And last time, coming into a high cobra. And let's go ahead and tuck the toes. And then as you pull through child's pose, we're going to make our way into downward facing dog. You can go ahead and start to move in your downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet, bending and straightening the knees, maybe shaking out the head. And then let's walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Inhale, take a deep breath in, halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale to fold forward. 2 more, breathing in, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees generously. Let's roll up 1 vertebra at a time, high mountain. And then exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart space. You can heel toe your feet apart twice, so toes point out, heels point in. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms above the head. And then exhale, let's bend both knees and come into Malasana Yogi Squat. 3 breaths here, pulling your shoulder blades together and down, lifting the heart space. And now let's reach the right arm underneath your right knee. Left arm reaches up to the sky, expand. And on your next exhale, let's come back through center, hands to the heart space. And then left arm reaches underneath your left knee, right arm reaches up to the sky. And on your next exhale, hands come to the heart space. Bring your fingertips down to the mat, lift the hips, heel toe your feet to hip width distance apart once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's bend the knees, reach your arms back and up. And then from here, chair pose, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your chest to your thighs, reach your arms back and up so you can feel your triceps. Inhale, chair pose. 3 more, exhale. Inhale, chair, lifting the chest. Exhale for 2. Inhale, chair. Last one, exhale. Inhale, high mountain, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Lengthening your spine. Now let's walk the hands forward into a high plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, drop your knees, chest and chin down to the mat. So hips are lifted. Inhale, baby cobra. And then exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. From here, let's take a deep breath in, right leg rises. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up the hip. Right knee points up to the sky. And let's circle that right knee in one direction and in the other. On your next inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. And then let's step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Come onto your fingertips. Let's start to rock back and forth. Maybe fully straightening the right leg if that feels good. And 2 more breaths here. And then next time you bend your right knee, let's pause. Heel toe your right foot all the way over to your left wrist. Let's drop the right knee down, but keep your left knee in the air for pigeon pose. The hips are lifted off the mat. Inhale, let's reach the arms above the head. Maybe hands come to the hips, maybe hands to the heart space or above the head for 3. And on your next exhale, both hands come down on the mat. 3-legged dog, right leg rises. Let's cross the right foot behind the left foot. So the feet are hip width distance apart. Right foot is crossed behind the left. Lifting your right hand off the mat. Let's bend the knees and pivot the feet so that they point towards the back of the mat. Hips come down to the heels. As you breathe in, press into your feet, lift the hips. Just go as far as you can, as far as feels good. Right arm reaches towards the top of the mat. And as you breathe out, let's drop the hips, hips to heels. Pivot back into 3-legged dog. Right leg rises. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, open up the hip. Let's circle that left knee in one direction. And then switch. And on your next inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Let's step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Caught something in my throat there. And then you can start to rock back and forth or side to side, just any movement that feels good. And the next time you bend your left knee, let's pause. Heel toe your left foot all the way over to your right wrist. Let's drop the left knee down, but keep the hips and the right knee lifted. Inhale, maybe reach the arms above your head and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, really strong right leg, and 1. Drop your hands down on the mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, cross your left foot behind the right so the feet are hip-width distance apart. Lift your left knee and pivot your feet towards the back of the mat, bending the knees. Inhale, press into your feet, lift the hips, find a heart opener, back bend. And as you breathe out, hips come to the heels. Pivot, left hand comes back down on the mat. 3-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, let's come high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step here or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. Active squat, inhale. Exhale, stand up tall, hands to the heart space. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, bend your knees, step or jump back, chaturanga. So you can come to high plank, either stepping back or jumping back. Low plank, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more, inhale, come high up onto your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float, active squat. Exhale, stand up tall, hands together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. So if you jump back, just make sure you land with bent elbows. And again, inhale, come high up onto your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float, active squat. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Breathe in, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. This time, optional crow pose. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step or jump back, chaturanga. Now as you breathe in, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Left hand stays on the ground. Right arm reaches forward. Let's kick that left leg through, or you can slide the left leg on the mat. And then step it all the way back. Ground your left heel. Right hand comes on the floor on the inside of your right foot. Left arm reaches up to the sky, side angle pose. And then maybe left arm reaches over your left ear. We're holding all these poses for 5 breaths. On your next exhale, Skandasana, side lunge on the right leg. So bending that right knee completely, left leg is straight, flexing the left toes. Right, from here, wide-legged wild thing. Left hand will come behind your left leg. You can sit down on the mat first if you want with the help of your hands. Make sure it's quite far away. And then let's push into your right foot, lift the hips, right arm reaches over the right ear. On your next exhale, bend your right knee, come back to Skandasana, maybe with the help of your hands. Inhale, star pose. And let's hold for 5. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the kneecaps, and lifting them up by squeezing the quads. active through the fingertips. On your next exhale, we're turning towards the back of the mat, bending the left knee. Right arm reaches towards the back of your mat, left arm reaches back, so towards the front of your mat. So crescent lunge, vertical twist to the left knee is bent. And from here, left hand finds the back of your right leg, right arm reaches up to the sky for a back bend. Let's hold for 5. And on your next exhale, let's cartwheel the hands down towards the mat. Frame your left foot. Step back, high plank, your chaturanga. Goodness, so now you should be in downward facing dog, facing the back of your mat. Let's do that on the left side to come back to the front of the mat. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot steps on the outside of the left hand. Reach your left arm forward, and then let's kick the right leg through, and then step it back. Ground your right heel for side angle pose. Right arm reaches up to the sky, and then maybe over your right ear. Next exhale, Skandasana, side lunge, bending your left knee completely, straightening the right leg. And now from here, right hand comes behind your right leg. Let's push into the left foot, wide-legged wild thing. On your next exhale, re-bend your left knee, come back to Skandasana with or without the help of your hands. Inhale, star pose, just 3 times this time. 3 breaths, I mean. And then on your next exhale, vertical twisted lunge to the right. So bending the right knee, keeping the arms wide open, twisting to the right for 5. And really squeezing the glutes here, squeezing the inner thighs together. 2. And then 1 for the back bend. Right hand finds the back of your left leg and hold. And next exhale, let's cartwheel the hands down on the mat, framing your right foot, step back, high plank, your chaturanga. Head back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, let's come high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands, active squat. Inhale. Exhale, stand up tall, hands to the heart space. Breathe in, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Crow pose, jump back is an option, or your normal chaturanga. And you're gonna have a hard time if you're wearing shorts and you're sweaty. All right, 1 breath, 1 movement through that sequence. Right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Right arm reaches forward. Let's kick that left leg through. Step it back, ground the left heel, side angle pose, inhale. Maybe reaching that left arm over the left ear. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, wide-legged wild thing. Exhale, back to Skandasana. Inhale, star. Exhale, vertical twisted lunge to the left. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. High plank, chaturanga. A relatively short sequence, so hopefully you can memorize it. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee, left elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot on the outside of the left hand. Left arm reaches forward. Kick your right leg through. Step it back. Side angle pose, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, wide-legged wild thing. Exhale, back to Skandasana. Inhale, star. Exhale, vertical twisted lunge to the right. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. High plank, step it back. Exhale, chaturanga. All right, let's keep moving. Come high up onto your toes, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump. Active squat. Exhale, stand up tall, keep the feet apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Crow pose, jump back if you're not too sweaty. And we meet in downward facing dog. We're gonna continue through that sequence, adding some balancing postures. Right leg rises, inhale. Right knee, right elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot on the outside of the right hand. Right arm reaches forward, kick your left leg through. Step the left foot back, side angle pose. Inhale, left arm stays in the air. Look down to the mat. Right hand comes a good foot in front of your right foot. And then let's lift the left leg for half moon, for 5. On your next exhale, let's come back to Skandasana. Breathe in, breathe out, side lunge Skandasana. Left hand comes behind your left leg. Inhale, wide-legged wild thing. Exhale, Skandasana. Star pose, inhale. Now let's turn the toes in, heels out. Exhale to fold forward, Prasarita. And hold 5 breaths. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Let's extend the arms out to the sides. Breathe in, rise up, star pose. Exhale, vertical twisted lunge to the left. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, revolved half moon. Right hand finds the floor. Right leg reaches up high. Left arm is in the air. On your next exhale, release your left fingertips down on the mat. Now let's bring the hands to the heart space, warrior 1. And if you're feeling a little extra, you can reach your arms alongside your ears. Warrior 3 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the right knee into the chest, stand up tall. Sweating bullets. Right ankle can cross over your left knee. Let's sink down, figure 4. Now I'm just going to turn to face you. Either you can stay here, or if you want to go deeper, fingertips find the floor. Let's lean into the fingertips, lift your left heel, and then maybe bend the left knee, coming into a seat. Now we're going to bring that right arm behind the right knee, finding your balance here, maybe lifting the hands off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the fingertips back down on the mat. Lean the weight into your fingertips so that you can lift your hips off your heels. Slowly make your way back into figure 4. Inhale, rise up. Reach the arms above your head, right knee into your chest. Exhale, step it back. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out, half splits, airplane wings. Two more breaths here. And now let's rebend the left knee, plant the hands, frame your left foot. Lift your right knee off the mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, let's cross that left foot behind the right, hip width distance apart. Once again, we're going to lift the left knee, Pivot onto your feet so they point towards the back of the mat. Bring your hips onto your heels. Inhale, press into your feet. Lift the hips up high for another back bend. On your next exhale, re-bend the knees, hips to heels. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Get one deep breath here, and then let's take that all on the left side, and then we'll be done with our flow. On your next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee, left elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot steps on the outside of the left hand. Reach your left arm forward. Let's kick that right leg through. Step it back. Ground your right heel, side angle pose. Left hand comes in front of your left foot. Half moon, right leg reaches up high for 5. And keep opening your hips and shoulders to the right. 4. 2. And 1. Back to side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, wide-legged wild thing. Exhale, back to Skandasana. Star pose, rise up. Turn your toes in, heels out. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Another 5 breaths here, maybe grabbing a different bind than you did before. So maybe peace fingers around your big toes, hands around your ankles. On your next inhale, let's come into a halfway lift. Let's extend the arms out to the sides, come all the way back up, star, and then vertical twist to the right, bending your right knee, coming into that crescent lunge. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, revolved half moon. And on your next exhale, right fingertips come down on the mat. Hands to the heart space, warrior 1. Maybe reaching the arms forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, half split, airplane wings. And as you breathe in, look forward. Left knee into the chest, step up high. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee, and you can stay here. Or folding forward, bringing your fingertips down on the mat, lifting your right heel, coming down to a seat on your right ankle. Maybe lifting both hands off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weight back into your fingertips so that you can lift your hips off your heels, slowly making your way back up to figure 4. Really struggling with the slipperiness of my skin. Inhale, come back up, left knee into your chest. Exhale, let's step back into a lunge. Right leg rises, breathe in. Exhale, let's cross the right foot behind the left. Right arm reaches off the mat. Bend your knees, pivot so that they point towards the back of the mat. Inhale, press into your feet, lift the hips for another back bend and hold for 3. On your next exhale, slowly bend the knees. Pivot back into 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, let it all go. And another deep breath in. And exhale, release. On your next exhale, let's drop both knees down on the mat, tabletop. From here, let's reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale to thread the needle. Drop your right shoulder, right side of the head down on the mat. Left arm reaches towards the top of the mat and hold. And then from here, let's extend the left leg back. And then maybe reach your left arm up. And then maybe lift your left foot off the ground for 3, 2, 1. Bring your left knee back down underneath your left hip. Left hand underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, right arm reaches up and kick your right leg back. Right foot stays on the ground so you can just stretch the whole right side body. On your next exhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale, left arm reaches up high. Exhale, thread the needle, drop your left shoulder, left side of the head. Right arm reaches towards the top of the mat. 3 breaths. And now let's extend the right leg back. Maybe reach your right arm up. Maybe lift the right foot off the ground and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right knee down, right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches up high and kick your left leg back to stretch out the left side body. On your next exhale, let's come back to tabletop. And you can cross your shins, roll onto a seat, extend your legs out in front of you, flexing the toes, removing the flesh from the sit bone so you're nice and grounded. Let's take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine, and then exhale to fold forward and hold. And slowly, let's rise back up. You can move your hips closer towards your heels, extend your arms out, and then 1 vertebra at a time. Let's come all the way down to the back in constructive rest. So feet are wide apart, knees knock in together, and you can knock them side to side or stay still. Now let's move both hips slightly to the left. The left knee crosses over your right knee. Maybe the feet hook as well. Arms reach out to the sides, and then let's bring both knees to the right. And hold. And let's slowly unwind the legs, come back through center. Move both hips to the right. Right knee crosses over the left. Maybe the feet hook as well. And then let's bring both knees over to the left. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. Let's bring the knees into the chest. And then you can take a deep breath in, lifting the forehead up to the knees. Let's hold the breath and squeeze as tightly as possible for 3, 2, One, and then exhale, completely let go. Shavasana. Taking your time to get comfortable, and then let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. And exhale through the mouth. And one more deep breath in. Hold. And release. And for the next few moments, allow yourself to completely relax, resisting any urge to move, seeing if you can observe the after effects of the practice, maybe tingling sensations in the fingertips. And noticing how your body feels after movement, how your mind feels if anything has shifted. I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you have the time for today. The longer, the better. And when you do come out, make sure to exit Shavasana slowly and mindfully, keeping your eyes closed throughout the whole transition. And as you go forth into the rest of your day, may you have peace in your thoughts, may you have peace in your words, and may you have peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the practice. If you did, please leave a comment below letting me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.